Hi Libra, welcome to the channel. So I'm going to do your July 2023 reading today. And so this is just kind of the overall energy for July, kind of some patterns that we're going to see, maybe people that are going to come in. Could be about work too, just depends. So this is for people who have Libra in Sun or Moon or Venus. And of course it is a general reading and a lot of people watch these. So if it doesn't feel like it's for you, I would say check your other placements in my other readings, or sometimes you can flip the energy if it seems like it's more like someone you're dealing with. So let's get started. I pull these 4 cards first, which are not tarot cards. They're either emotion or oracle type cards, and just to get an overall feeling of the energy for the reading. Yours was pretty interesting. Your emotion card for July is receptive, open, accepting, and welcoming. Spiritual growth was here, which is always a good sign. Learning, expanding the soul. So you may have been spending some time working on yourself, or will spend some time in July working on yourself. Keys on a ring, you have many options. You might have to make a decision. There is a potential to be strung along or have a one-night stand or encounter something unconventional. In your case, with all the other cards in your reading, it just felt like there was going to be a lot of potential options for you. The Art of Seduction was the Oracle card, and I'm going to read you the definition here in a moment. So when I clarified these cards with tarot, it was interesting what I got. Receptive was clarified by the Queen of Swords. So there could possibly be someone that you're interested in specifically. It might be somebody who is an air sign, could be somebody who's just very... Queen of Swords is kind of matter of fact. They don't BS. They're very direct, usually honest, usually straightforward. And when I clarified the Queen of Swords, I got the Queen of Cups. So this could be someone you already have pretty strong feelings for. Might even be someone that you're already in love with, or flip it. Could be that someone sees you as the Queen of Cups and that they are very interested in you. So spiritual growth was clarified by the 9 of Wands, and I want to take a look at this card. So this doesn't look like the traditional tarot card, which is a guy all bandaged up. He's got all these wands. This is a little girl in her room, looks to be reading, and has this kind of sneaky little chameleon salamander on the wall behind her while she's reading this. So it feels like maybe, I feel like this is more of an energy at the start of the month. I think maybe you're starting out this month having been working on yourself, maybe keeping to yourself a little bit, blocking some other energies out, which is what the 9 of Wands is. So this is really focusing on yourself, learning, because she's, reading that book there. Maybe you've been reading about spirituality and learning some things about spirituality, and that's kind of been holding you back, or just working on yourself, holding you back from maybe engaging in other things. But it does look like, with keys on a ring, being clarified by 8 of Wands, that sounds like talking to a lot of people, having a lot of options, doing a lot of flirting, that type of thing. So I think in the month of July, there's a possibility that you could be, speaking with more than one romantic option, for sure. With Art of Seduction being clarified by the Fool, this is pretty clear. You have a chance to get into something new with someone romantically, for sure. Because Art of Seduction, you can just see by the picture, but I'll read the definition now. It's definitely that art of romance, then feeling of romance. The Fool is taking a chance, taking a risk, getting a new start, jumping into something. So let's read 14, Art of Seduction. Love, womanhood, passion, and seduction. We see an elegantly dressed couple, the woman close to the man as she whispers something in his ear. Is she talking about love? What kind of secrets is she telling him? In her red jeweled gown, the woman is aware of her powers of seduction. She uses her femininity, beauty, and passion. She tempts all of his senses, from the scent of a fragrant bloom to a soft touch on his cheek. There is incredible power in her gentle words and delicate caress. So, Libra, I definitely think your month is about primarily romance, but also obviously this energy of self-focus, which feels like I said, maybe more starting the month. So I say that because we're going to move over to the traditional tarot spread that I pulled. You have a very distinct energy of being in your head, thinking about things, being in control, maybe not being particularly romantic. So we have the King of Swords, the Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. So that is not emotional, very in control. You know, Four of Pentacles is holding back from something. It's like a fortress in the sky, right? So I think you've definitely been thinking about something, focusing on yourself, kind of staying in control of yourself. Again, probably with that spiritual growth and that Nine of Wands, you know, maybe going inward is a good way to say it. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. This is moving forward, possibly kind of now getting out of the house, going and getting some attention. Six of Wands is being the center of attention, getting accolades, being sought after, that type of thing. Having lots of romantic interest potentially who are looking at you, checking you out. So you got all this energy of holding back here, right? But you're gonna start moving, essentially. Then we have the Tower. And the Tower was one of those ones that I had to clarify. So I asked, what's this Tower about? That's an energy of, you know, like the Tower collapsing or chaos or major changes, right? So that's a major arcana card, as is the Lovers, which clarified it. So I think you are having a major shakeup in love coming. A lot of times this card in other decks is represented by two people being in there, two people bound to each other, soulmates kind of a card. And it's still soulmates. It still can be soulmates. In this particular deck, I think that there is going to be just a shakeup in your love life. Lovers is Gemini, so it could be an air sign potentially with that Queen of Swords over here. Maybe somebody that you want to move forward with. Again, that would be receptive. Three of Wands. You may have been stuck up to this point, not really going anywhere with a particular person, but it sounds like maybe in the month of July that's going to change. Things are going to start moving. I had a card of communication. The Page of Wands get clarified by another card of communication, the Page of Swords. So I think this is almost an air of, should I flirt or should I keep it logical? Should I flirt or should I be just direct and straightforward kind of a thing? But there's definitely an air of communication. I think you're going to start talking to at least one person, if not more, in the month of July. The reason I also say that is we have the Three of Cups, which is a card of going out, having fun, dating, socializing, that type of thing, just getting out and having a good time. And that was clarified by the Seven of Cups, which is a card of having a lot of romantic options. It seems like if you look at her though, there are a lot of bunnies all around her, and bunnies represent fertility. Just keep that in mind. Lots of bunnies around her, but she just has one bunny that she's really focused on right there. And it's funny because I've never noticed that until this very time, and I've looked at this card a million times. So again, a feeling of you have a lot of potential options. I think you're receptive to at least one of them. Gonna start talking to a lot of people, probably flirting. You may take a risk with one particular person, but this comes after an energy of maybe working on yourself, focusing on yourself, holding back, potentially having been in your head a lot with that King of Swords. Oh, I just noticed this. That's interesting. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's actually considered, when the court cards come out together, that's considered a perfect match. So this could be somebody who, you know, matches your energy. Might be somebody who's very intellectual if you're intellectual, somebody who's very communicative, might be a talker, that type of thing. So, what was the other thing I wanted to point out? Oh, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. That's like fulfillment in love, happy family. Ten of Pentacles under the Ten of Cups. So, whatever you may be pursuing this month or getting involved with this month, maybe it starts out as a flirtation and a little bit of a risk in the art of seduction, but it has the potential to go the long term with that Ten of Cups and then that Ten of Pentacles sitting right underneath of it. It definitely feels like this could be your person, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. And maybe you had to do some work on yourself before you could get to your person or get to that state, you know, of mind where you were ready for that thing. And this again, you can pull him up again. He feels like he's working on something in the same way that this card, spiritual growth, would be, you know, working on that type of thing, working on expanding your knowledge and that sort of thing. So yeah, I definitely just get an overall energy that you're going to have lots of options in love for the month of July. I think you're going to be pretty happy with that. Lots of communication, multiple cards of communication, multiple cards of passion, Maybe you just are ready. Maybe you've done the work and you're just ready to have this happen now. Like this is the time for it. So Libra, that's what I have for you. Hopefully that helps, and I will see you next time.